What's going on?
Not much.
Where are they all at?
Don't know. They set a time of 7:30, but
I made it to 960. I think I'm done. I'm gonna take a for this weekend. I'm done for this
right,
weekend.
done for the weekend. Yeah. So what was the most recent thing that happened? Odin's backstory start or something?
It'll start next episode.
Okay.
Um.
But Luffy out of prison.
Oh yeah.
Beautiful.
They're all at the rendezvous point.
Okay.
I saw a little Roger backstory. They explained what happened at the Reverie, and then they said that the seven warlords are done. Somebody's there to get Boa Hancock. I don't know. That's about it. A lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, they're going after Boa. They kind of go after Mihawk, but that doesn't go well for the Marines that do that. But they show up.
ChatGPT spoiled the Rayleigh thing for me. He'll be there to save Boa.
Yeah. Well, Shocky, the girl with the black hair that he hangs out with,
Okay.
she used to be the Empress of whatever.
Amazon Lily.
Amazon Lily, yeah. And then there was another lady before that, like after her, but in between, but before Hancock. I forget her name. This was just revealed. The way she smiles and like the way she looks and all kinds of stuff. There's a lot of stuff where people are like, "Holy shit, this is Luffy's mom."
Really?
Yeah, because she was part of Gloriosa. So you know the short old lady with the snake staff who's like really ugly.
Yeah.
Gloriosa. She was part of Rox's crew, and then she started her own crew after they all disbanded and started their own crews.
Oh, really? She's part of Rox's, huh?
Yeah, and she was an empress of Amazon Lily, and then it was Shocky after her. But Shocky and the lady people think is Luffy's mom were part of her crew, Gloriosa's, and Gloriosa loved Roger. She was like lovesick over him, like Boa is to Luffy.
Interesting.
But Roger liked Shocky. Everyone on the Roger crew liked Shacky or Shocky or whatever her name is. And looking at a younger her with the long hair, oh my god.
Huh.
But she got Rayleigh. Like, they couldn't even fight Gloriosa's crew because Shocky was too hot. They couldn't fight at full power. They're just like, god damn.
Huh.
So, and then yeah, seeing the other lady. Also, her name is supposed to mean like beetle, or supposed to be like some family of beetles in Japanese. And you know what Luffy's favorite bug is? And he's like fascinated by them.
I don't have the slightest fucking clue.
Beetles.
So,
Like in the pre-time skip, anytime he sees beetles, he's like, oh look, and he's like catch them, and he like.
Huh.
So people are like, damn, that's even more reason to believe that this might be Luffy's mom, this other lady. But it says she's dead. And all the stuff that's coming out. So it'd be like, well, that explains why his mom was never around. And if Luffy pulled Boa and Roger pulled, well, Gloriosa, but didn't care, you know. Kind of like how Luffy doesn't care about Hancock, and that means Dragon could probably pull an Empress of Amazon Lily also.
Gotta do it to her.
Because there's a bunch of people who are just like, oh, like, Dragon's not actually Luffy's dad. They think that Garp is like his grandpa because he had a daughter. Like, that's a fan theory, that Dragon's not his actual dad, and that like he married into the family. And it's like, no, he's Luffy's dad. And a lot of people are also thinking that he's the man marked by flames. Dragon is, because that tribal tattoo might be flames.
Okay.
And that's important for story stuff later. Whenever we see the man marked by
Flames
his move.
I saw Rox the Ace or whatever, the Rox Pirates. That's
Yeah.
been explained now a little bit.
Yeah.
Got a little backstory. Heard about the God Valley incident for the first time.
There's a drawing of Blackbeard's mom, and she has a round nose.
Who would that be like?
Buggy.
Hmm.
You know, he's got the fucking clown nose, round clown nose.
Oh, fuck, I hadn't seen Buggy in 500 episodes.
Oh, I know. Well, he an emperor now where I'm at. after Wano, he's an emperor.
Does he show up to Wano?
No, you'll see him after Wano, early Egghead, because Crocodile and Mihawk, because you know the whole warlord system being abolished, which is currently Buggy, Crocodile, and Mihawk are all warlords. Well, since that's being abolished, they all kind of join forces, and they make Cross Guild. And Buggy is like the face when really he's not in charge at all. It's Mihawk and Crocodile in charge, and they just beat the fuck out of Buggy all the time. They just kick this man's ass on a daily basis. Because they can't actually, like Mihawk can't cut him. So him and Crocodile just kind of beat him into submission.
Yeah.
Well,
So I have this weird theory that I've never heard anybody else have, but that makes me wonder. Luffy has the gum, so he's immune to... How'd that guy kill me? So he's immune to bludgeoning, and Buggy's immune to stab or slashing.
Slashing, yeah.
And Luffy
Even Haki
has...
fused slashing.
And Luffy has the, sun god fruit. That wound up being a god fruit. Makes me wonder if Buggy's isn't a god fruit.
Yeah, if it's a god fruit, it'd have to be a Zoan type, though. And we know for sure Buggy's is Paramecia, but it could totally be a mythical god fruit. The fan theory is because Rox talked about how 2 legendary devil fruits are needed to defeat Emu. Loki, the giant that they're meeting, we know he has a powerful devil fruit, and he says that he has the sun god fruit. But we know Luffy does. So now, looking at past, there's like hieroglyphics and stuff like that shows like what's supposed to be the final battle, or a battle that happened in the Void Century. There might be a good Nika fruit and a bad Nika fruit, and Loki might have the bad one.
Huh.
Well, bad. Loki's not a bad guy.
The manga's in Elbath already, isn't it?
Elbath, yeah. And right now we're getting a lot of backstory. Going next? I mean, there's no telling really. Oh, and we know that from. So have you seen more backstory of like Ohara? No, you haven't.
I don't even know who that is.
Ohara, that's the island that Robin was on that got a Buster called when she was a kid. She was from Ohara. Well, we get to see that the guy that was in charge of that village, whatever Clover is his name, well, he has the D in his name, this Clover guy. And he was reading all the stuff on the Void Century and stuff like that, and that's why Ohara got destroyed, because he was leading all these people and getting information they weren't supposed to have. And they got destroyed. But he used to be a pirate before he started doing all this stuff.
Oh, shit. And
he was a pretty notorious one. And, he has the Will of D and all this stuff. Well, we get to see more backstory, and he has like a miniature orrery where it's like the planet and like would have other planets and moons and stuff like that. So like basically it's the solar system. If you look at it whenever you get to see this episode, the One Piece world is really big, and there's 6 moons. So the One Piece world has 6 moons. And we know that Enel, Inaru, went to one of them. We don't get to see that in anime, but in the manga we get to see it. He went to the moon. He found robots there who couldn't take damage from his lightning. He actually recharged them. So then they're like, oh, he's our new god and leader. So now he has an army of robots, and he helps them defeat the space pirates. There's space pirates out there.
Oh, really?
And he just kicks their ass because he's got one of the best devil fruits in the whole series. So, and he has some of the best observation haki when it comes to like range and noticing people and stuff like that.
God, I hope One Piece doesn't go to space.
His mantra. No. Inaru will come back to Earth is what will happen with his army of robots. But that'll probably be final saga, final war stuff, and if anything, he's not going to be on the world government side. If anything, he'll just join Luffy, because he's probably going to find out more about the history and like Void Century and all this stuff, and he knows that he can't beat Luffy, even if he gets more powerful. And then he's going to see Luffy turn into Nika, and he's going to be like, okay, yeah, never mind, I think I'll just join. And then he has an entire army of robots that are not easy to take down. But it's also like, where do these robots come from? Well, the Skypians are said to come from the moons.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm. And that means that the dark-skinned people like King, the Lunarians, they might also come from one of the moons. But for some reason, they had to come to the One Piece world, which they call the All Blue. So, and whatever happens, so how Sanji wants to see the All Blue. Whatever happens with the end of the story will probably be like the red line disappears, and all the seas will meet together there.
Oh yeah,
And
become
that'll
the all
probably
blue.
be the all blue. Yeah.
That was one thing ChatGPT said.
Yeah. So that's something that people have kind of guessed might happen. And now that we know that the world's flooding, that's even more like, okay. And also looking at the size of the One Piece world is like, it's crazy how big this shit
So
is.
do they not think the world's gonna flood all the way to Marijois?
The red line is tall enough that they think they're safe there. Yeah. Okay, Gage isn't on, but Soren is now. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just invite them both.
They both One Piece heads.
Oh, for sure. But they watch the dub. I don't think they can. I don't know if they do the sub. One of them, or maybe both of them don't like it. Maybe Gabe is like, nah.
I just don't want to watch something I don't fucking understand.
Yeah, I do a lot of reading, but during the action scenes, there's not a lot of reading to be had, so I get to still see the action. I just hope that you like the Gear 5 fights as much as I do, because I love them.
We'll see.
But I love
Not
Tom
too
and
far
Jerry
away.
and Looney Tunes, and so whenever I see Luffy's fighting style mixed with that, I love it.
Well, I'm not too far away from there, so.
No. But, I mean, you get to see other fights before that, like when him and Yamato attack Kaido, and he's in Snake Man. That's a pretty cool sequence. And
I haven't even met Yamato yet.
yeah,
I don't think.
and Luffy's riding.
I'm
on
officially in Act
fucking
3, though.
beautiful. Oh yeah, since he's out and they've met up, yeah, you should be in Act 3. Yeah,
Is
the
Act 3
beginning
the
of
end?
Act 3.
Is Act 3 the final act, or is there a 4?
Oh no, it's just Act 3. Act 3 is just long though because it's the backstory of Odin and all that other stuff, and then it's the raid, and then it's the end, and then we get Egghead, but we get a small, like, reverie arc in between that is very important to watch.
I've been playing Breakthrough and using a fucking, like, DMR. Just staying back while they
Yeah.
run into the objectives.
Nice. I've invited Soren and Gabe. There we go.